Hari Om. Once again, a very warm welcome to each one of you. Thank you for joining in our South India Sangha for the World Meditation Day, the very first World Meditation Day that has been recently declared by the United Nations. And especially for all of us who have already been practicing meditation and have been connected with the lineage for a long time or for a short time, it does not matter. That is essentially a meditative tradition. It really brings forth the fact that how meditation has become the necessity for every human being. It has always been, but now it is also being recognized by world over. And it has been said, and Swami Veda has also said that there can be no peace in the world if there is no peace in minds. And meditation is the way. And that is why, on behalf of South India Sangha, for those of you who are new in our group, a very warm welcome, especially to all of you. And just very briefly to speak about our South India Sangha, we are a group of initiates in the Himalayan Yoga traditions and students, followers, disciples of Swami Veda Bharati or Swami Rama, and residing essentially in South India. Uh, and we have been organizing get-togethers, satsangs, both online and offline modes. And like this, we have been able to connect with the larger Himalayan Yoga family. That technology really enables us to bring all of us together. So I'd like to, from here on, invite Shri Raghavendra Adiga ji for invocation for Guru Vandana. Most of you know Adiga ji very well. And for those of you who may be new to him or have already heard of him something, I just very briefly, I would like to say that Adiga ji is our guiding light, especially here living in the South India. He's our spiritual guide from South India. He lives in Tumkur, which is about 100 kilometers from Bangalore, and a long time disciple in the tradition and mantra initiator and spiritual guide. And Adiga ji has been guiding all of us through our meditation practices and sadhana. So we are very, very grateful that he has been able to join us today and is here to um, guide us through the World Meditation Day, the very first one. So I would like to now invite Adiga ji. Over to you, Adiga ji.
Hari Om. Let us begin with the invocation of the Guru lineage. Akhanda-mandala-akaram vyaptam yena characharam tatpadam darshitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hiranyagarbhadarabdham Sheshavyasadimadhyamam Swami Shri Ramapadantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Hari Om. I welcome all of you on this auspicious occasion of World Meditation Day. So the topic Namitaji given me is what meditation grants us, what can it offer us, or grant us is the appropriate term. Offer means it is something, a business terminology. Granting is the sacred word. Meditation grants. So meditation will grant us the highest bliss, the highest knowledge, Brihadananda or Brahmananda and Brahma Jnana. Brahma here is Brihad, the highest. And why we are not seeking that Brihad Ananda? Because that the quality of bliss that meditation offers, that cannot be obtained in any other way in this world. So according to the Upanishads, according to the scriptures, the true nature of the individual self of us is Nitya Mukta, Nitya Shuddha, Nitya Buddha, ever pure, ever wise, and ever free. And because of the Anadi Avidya, the ignorance, according to the sutras, scriptures, the covering of the avidya, we are not able to realize the essential nature of our own self. In order to realize our own essential nature, we need to meditate. The senses, the mind, the buddhi intervenes on the path to realize the true bliss. So the teachers say you have to realize yourself first in order to realize the highest. And what is the highest? Highest is the Brahman, and who is, according to the scriptures, all pervading, omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient. In order to realize that Brahman, we need to purify ourselves. We need to know our own true self, that is ever free, ever pure, and ever bliss. So for that, we need to discipline our, calm down our mind. It will not become a hindrance on the journey to the Brahman. So in this way, the meditation is an essential tool to realize the highest bliss. The purpose of life can be attained through the practice of meditation. I remember our Gurudev Swami Veda. Normally, he used to quote one passage from the Rig Veda. Tadvishno paramam padam sada pashyanti surayah diviva chakshuratatam. The highest abode of Vishnu can be realized. Vishnu means the all-pervading Brahman here. Vishnu is not the Puranic character here. Vishnu is the word meaning of Vishnu is all-pervading divine entity. So in order to realize that highest wisdom, the abode of Vishnu, we need to have a divine eye. We need to become a Suraya, the knower, the one, we need to become wise. And we need to transcend our perception. Diviva chakshuratatam. Divi means it is a space beyond the mortal realm. Chakshu is not the eyes we are seeing. It is not the physical eyes. It is the intuitive perception. Chakshuratatam. We need to keep our vision. We need to keep our perception beyond this realm in order to realize the highest abode of divine being, Supreme Brahman. That is the passage from Rig Veda. All the Upanishads, the culmination of Vedanta called Vedanta, culmination of Veda called Vedanta, the Upanishads, also teaches us different methods of upasanas. Upasana means here the practice of spiritual practice to to practice the nearness of the divine being, upasana. It has many methods mentioned, many methods, many upasanas. And normally the meditation is derived from those upasanas mentioned in the Upanishads. So in our tradition, the meditation, the practice, the process of meditation is very scientifically designed and tested and proven. It's fruitful. So, and what else I can say about meditation? And regarding the transcendence of our awareness, the Mandukya Upanishads teaches us the states of our awareness. Like it is a like we have waking state, we have dreaming state, we have deep sleep state, and that is regulated by the divine Brahman, higher consciousness. As individual soul, we don't have capacity to become aware of ourselves. It is because of the energy of the Brahman, conscious power of the Brahman, we are aware, we are animating, we are thinking, we are experiencing. It is not our energy. It is not our independent source. It is we are all dependent on Brahman. Says depicts the virtues of Brahman, the attributes, the divine attributes of Brahman. The second letter U depicts the Trikalati Tattva, beyond time. There is no time bound. There is no time for Brahman. He is ever present. He is not going to annihilate or, uh, you know, uh, um, he is not going to become absent. He is ever present. And Ma is the Atma Tattva. It is the regulating factor of all the individual soul. In order to understand this, we need to transcend all this Ma state, and we need to transcend and become aware of the fourth state that is called Turiya, according to the Upanishad, and it is beyond Ma. It is Nada. When you transcend all the three states, you are in the Nada. You are in the unstruck sound, and that is the state where you see, realize that absolute truth. That is Diviva Chakshuratatam. The Suraya, the wise people, the Jnanin, they transcend their awareness and they can see beyond. They realize the Brahman. That is what the Andukya Upanishad says. So, in order to attain that state, meditation is a very profound technique. When it is practiced systematically, normally we meditate on sound, a mantra. The generic term of mantra is Omkara. Om. It is the mantra. And other mantras also represent Omkara, your personal mantra. that also leads to the state of beyondness when it is practiced faithfully. That is what the teachings of Upanishads about meditation. What can I say? Is it okay? If you have any questions, I can continue it. For now, this much I have.
Yes. Thank you so much, Raghavendra. I think it is the highest state of what meditation can lead us to. I think a
And
lot of
you are going to tell us about the the psychological and physiological benefits that meditation is going to offer.
yes.
I can please, yeah.
Okay. In fact, there was a lecture that Swami Veda had given on the topic of how to feel inspired to meditate.
Yeah.
And he kind of always starts the lecture with a kind of, he says, what inspiration do you need uh, to um, to feel love? What inspiration do you need? So
Mhm.
it is the very fact that it is like a feeling of the pleasure. You know,
Yeah.
there is no inspiration that is required for what you like, is what he says. So he says, of course, it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, in another way, what inspires us to receive love from our parents?
yeah,
It is unconditional.
yeah,
In a similar way, the Brahman, he is the parents, our ancestors. He is the beginning one. He is all compassionate, all generous. That inspires us to near him, go near him through some practices like meditation. That's why he is the highest bliss. He is the highest knowledge. There is nothing to attain after attaining that highest state. Paramam padam, tad Vishnor pada, paramam padam. It is highest of all, highest. That should inspire us. Yeah. Yes.
to seek that the highest state, which is remains unchanged and unaltered, because we all experience some kind of pleasures, but it is not the real pleasure what we derive
Yes.
otherwise in the world.
Yes.
And especially, it's interesting that you spoke of the Mandukya Upanishad and the three states of consciousness. And so I'm hoping that
Yeah.
someday you
It
will
is
teach us
the
the
yeah, yeah,
next.
yeah. The consciousness is not the human part. The conscious means it is the divine part. It is the divine energy. We are conscious because of that energy. Because of that, the will of the divine consciousness, we are here. We are having a body. We are becoming aware. Otherwise, we would be in deep sleep or coma. We would not come into this existence. If God wouldn't will to bring us to the creation, we would be in deep coma, in coma. Nothingness. In the Rig Veda, Nasadiya Sukta mentions that there was nothing, there was something. God brought this, by how he created. He entered himself, in the Prakriti, in the Jivas, and he gave this, with all the tattvas he gave us. the opportunity to have this body, the senses, the mind, the intellect, the ego. These are all the tattvas. Beneath all these tattvas and the coverings, there is a jiva swarupa, the individual soul. We need to realize that essential nature of this individual soul in order to realize that highest. He is inside. Because he is inside, we are conscious. Conscious means it is him only. We don't have capacity to be conscious. If we were, we would be, having all the time the wakefulness state. It is not in our hand. He experiences the waking state and he induces that waking state to the individual soul. He takes us to the dreaming state and he makes us dream. He gives the experience of dreaming, of the, past samskaras. It is anadi, beginningless karmas. It is anadi. We don't know from where we, accumulate this. And during deep sleep, he pulls the individual soul to his lap, bosom. So the yogis say this: in deep sleep, we are with God. But because of the awareness, lack of awareness, we cannot experience the blissful and that state, God. But the sages, the scriptures, mostly all the sages say, if he is kind enough to grant you that fourth state, you can have that state. Because of only by kripa of the divine being, we can have that state. Not your sadhana, not your wish, nothing. Only by the grace, we can have that fourth state that is beyond this waking, dreaming. That is why the Mandukya Upanishad says it is avyapadesham, indefinable. You cannot explain that state. Only when you have that state, you can experience that, but you cannot convey that state to others or not experience that state. Achintyam, agrahyam, avyapadesham, ekatma pratyayasaram. It is a pure consciousness. Prapanchopashamam. There is no world. There is no phenomenal world. What you see, what we perceive now, that will not be there once you go to that fourth state. There is no prapancha upashamana. There is no world for you. You are here. You are in the vyapti of this world, but you are beyond. There is no phenomenal world. Shivam Advaitam. He is blissful, ever blissful, and he is one. There is no second of him. He is the only one. Advaitam. Shivam Advaitam. The fourth state is, uh, explained this way in one mantra. Na anta pragnam, na bhai pragnam. There is no inwardness of the consciousness. There is no outwardness of the consciousness. There is no both, like dream. Na pragnam, na apragnam. There is no consciousness. There is no unconsciousness. And then it states, achintyam, like this. You can't think intellectually, you can't, comprehend that state. This is the description of the fourth state. Chaturtham Manyante Sa Atma Sa Vigneya. He is called the fourth state. He is the Atman. Atman here is not individual soul. Atman here is Brahman. In Upanishads, we have to be very careful while studying. Atman is the Brahman. Chaturtham Manyante Sa Atma Sa Vigneya. He is to be known. Sa Vigneya means he is to be known. Atman should be known. He is the fourth one in the fourth state. Then all these descriptions fulfills. Prapanchopashamam, Shivam Advaitam. That is the purpose of, meditation. That is the same. Tadvishnu Paramam Padam is the highest state above of the divinity.
Is that the state of silence?
That is silence. It is beyond silence. Silence is just, it's a mental thing, or you experience mental silence. That is a prerequisite to attain that, the state of consciousness. The state of mind is different from the state of consciousness. State of mind is ours, individual. State of consciousness is Brahman, according to the scriptures. Okay. Is
So
it okay? Can you all
yeah,
grasp this, follow this? Okay.
maybe we can ask if there is somebody who like, are you all able to grasp it, or is it?
Okay.
So one of the things,
Later we can have that session, question and answer.
yeah, we will have a question and answer Q&A session at shortly. So one of the things you said is that it cannot be, it is not in our hands, it's not in our sadhana, but it is purely by the grace that one can experience that state.
Yes, that's true.
But even to receive the grace, we need
That
to
you need to do
be
sadhana.
very.
Yeah, it is not that, oh, if you do sadhana, you are not, it is not that you are going to get it, but you need to pray for the kripa. It is not the technical thing. Prayer comes in, that love comes in, that, the intimacy that should develop between us, ourselves, this individual self and the higher self. The God should be pleased. There is a story in Swami Rama's life. He reports, you have all the kripas, you have the kripa of the scriptures, you have kripa of the gurus, you have kripa of everything, but you don't have the kripa of yourself. What is the self? The true self is the true self is the Atman, the source of, consciousness. That is the real Atma. Atma Kripa. Because of your efforts, because of your practices, you got the Kripa of scriptures. You got the Kripa of gurus and everything. But without having the Atma Kripa, you can't realize the highest. Atma here is Brahman.
to reach this even this state wherein we can uh, bring forth the Atma Kripa, the Kripa of the self, the individual self?
No, the individual self is the pedestal. It is the place where the divine self can reside. The self of the individual self is the Atma. The self of the individual self is Atma.
How do we define the universal mind here?
Mind is an instrument.
Universal mind, when we say,
It is not universal. It is called Chitta, consciousness, Chaitanya, universal Chaitanya. Even divine being can also have mind because he offered us the mind. He can have his own mind, but it is not like our minds. Our mind is, it is full of, it is full of all the things, wants, desires. Universal mind is the medium. It is the tattva. You can call it tattva. In the scriptures, the Brahman, uh, you can say it is universal mind is the instrument of Brahman. Instrument of Brahman. It is the projection of the Brahman. Maybe it is also a divine being. In some traditions, the Abhimani Devatas, they quote, the presiding deities. Like you have, we see, we have, we can speak. The Abhimani Devata of speak is Agni. We can see the Abhimani Devata of Chakshus, the eyes, is Aditya, the Surya. We can hear the Abhimani Devatas of Shrotas is moon, is Varuna, is Indra. And the Abhimani Devata of Manas, as you said, mind, is Rudra. There are conscious beings who, under the guidance and direction of the one consciousness, they function, they serve. Like we have Vayu, the prana tattva. It is also in the service of the absolute Brahman, the one divine being. So we have many such conscious beings who are in the service of one absolute Brahman, who is Brahman. And they are all in this, in this body only. They are functioning in this body, miniature universe, microcosm, and they are functioning in the macrocosm also. In macrocosm, the mukhya prana is called Vayu. You can see the Adityas, you can see the Parjanya, the rain. You can see the moon. And if you consider this body as consists of 5 elements, each element has their own, Abhimani Devatas, presiding deities. They have the responsibility of serving the Lord by, by giving us the opportunity to live, function in the world. So there is a story in the Upanishad, and that Upanishad is Chandogya Upanishad. To prove the supremacy of the Abhimani Devata, one particular Abhimani Devata, they have a challenge, they have a debate, they have a challenge by whose absence the human being cannot survive. The first, the Abhimani Devata of Vak, the speech, Agni leaves the body, and the human being still alive, but he cannot speak. Likewise, the Shrotas Abhimani, he lives, he cannot hear, but he can do all the other functions. Eyes, he cannot see, but he can do other functions. The Mukhya Prana leaves the body and starts, when Mukhya Prana starts leaving the body, all other, senses, the Abhimani Devatas, started following Mukhya Prana and leaving the body. So the supremacy of the Mukhya Prana, the Prana Tattva in the body, is proved. It is in the Chandogya Upanishad. But absolute Brahman is only one, singular, Advaita. His supreme being is only one. There is no second. Under his direction, under his power, all other devatas, they are called devatas. And he is called Deva in the Upanishad. There are many devatas. There are innumerable conscious beings who takes care of the service, in service of one supreme being. These are all mentioned in the Upanishads. And Upanishad is the, source material for these sadhanas, upasanas. Okay, Shoghi.
Yes, thank you so much, Raghavendra. I think this is a great inspiration to something to aspire for. I think there is an.
Okay, if you think so, okay, it's wonderful. I'm happy.
Yeah, it is because sometimes meditation is also made restricted to as a practice,
Yeah.
and then whenever it is a practice, then it is the benefit, all and
Yeah.
which is kind of restricting it, you know. Whereas something like this is of a much higher goal, and all the so-called benefits of meditation are anyways accrue in terms of
Mm,
the other benefits that usually people seek or think that what meditation is for.
mm.
So it is like when you keep a cow in the cow shed, like in our ashram also we have cows. We keep the cow for the milk and to serve the cow, but the cow dung that we get is free. We don't
Ah,
keep the cows for
mm,
the cow dung.
yes.
Like that, the side benefit of meditation is
Right.
all the other health benefits that happen, or the mentally, the calm that it gives, which is what a lot of people are meditating and kind of thinking of meditation as a practice, which is just for
Definitely. Yeah, as you said, yes, it is true. As you said, the ultimate purpose of meditation is to realize the highest. But these are all the offering. These are the side benefits. It's like byproducts.
correct.
What you are going to mention next, they're all the byproducts of meditation. All other benefits, and the highest benefit is attaining the highest. And he's the only lovable. He's the only compassionate, generous being who has offered us this opportunity to come into life and to have this awareness and moving towards that direction of enlightenment. It is the opportunity granted by that divine being. You can call him mother, you can call him father, whatever. He is the guru. Actually, Upanishad means the the secret teaching between the higher self to the lower self, between higher self and lower self, the individual soul and the universal soul, self. That is the real meaning of Upanishad, to sit near to the God. Our Guru and God are same here. The highest Guru is that Brahman, is the Guru of all the Gurus. All other Gurus come in our life because of His grace, His direction, His will. And as human beings, one more point I want to make it clear. As human beings, we have just a possibility of expressing ourselves through will, knowledge, and action. Jnana, Ichcha, Kriya. That Shakti is divine. It is not your Shakti. It is the divine source that we have this Shakti to express through these three avenues. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you for this enlightening words and giving meditation the highest goal, with understanding meditation as the highest goal to realize the purpose of human life. And just few things which I would add to this is, even if we are living in the world and we feel that we're not really yet have knowledge of such higher goals of yoga, or we are not yet aspiring for it, then we can begin from wherever we are and start our journey from there. Because whether we are aware of it or not, or conscious of it or not, the Shaktis, as you mentioned, are already always within us, and they are
Yes.
working.
Yes.
And so when we begin with the most basic practices also, and we are bringing this Shaktis into play, into work, and we are using by our effort and our will, we are using this effort to um, channelize the Shaktis or purify them and raise ourselves.
Mhm.
And I think if one was to just think about what meditation is, which is what both Swami Rama and Swami Veda have said, is that it to meditate is to come to the center, to come in the middle, which is that otherwise we are kind of scattered. And then to meditate is to gather ourselves and to come together. And
Centeredness. Yeah.
centeredness,
Centeredness.
centeredness,
Centered.
come in the center,
Yeah.
to come in the center, yes.
Groundedness, groundedness.
Thus,
Yeah. Mm. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It is just a beginning to be centered. You need to be very centered, balanced. That is all discipline that leads to the higher practices. But that is not the ultimate goal of meditation.
preparation.
Ultimate goal of meditation is to reach the highest. But these are offered by meditation. As you said, the centeredness, the, to become restful, centered, to become calm, silent, from mentally silent. These are the benefits offered by meditation on the way to realize the highest. These are needed. If these things are absent, these qualities are absent, these states of our state is lacking these our qualities, uh, we cannot think of the highest.
In fact, for the Himalayan tradition, Swami Rama said our tradition is the tradition of super conscious meditation.
That super consciousness, yes.
The super
Normal, it is the ordinary consciousness, and super consciousness is the highest consciousness, supreme. That is very appropriate word. The that super conscious meditation is very appropriate. It is not normal consciousness. It is the highest consciousness. Highest consciousness is super consciousness only.
which is the state of Turiya.
Huh?
Which is the state of Turiya? Is this the
Turiya,
state?
yes. It is the state of Turiya only can be realized only after realizing your own essential nature, as Swami Rama says. That is called Swarupa Jnana. What is your Swarupa? Your Swarupa is ever free, ever pure, and ever wise. That is your real, true self, the nature, the quality. But because of the scatteredness of the mind, because of the avidya, the anadi karmas, the impressions in the mind, we cannot realize our own true self. Once the true self is realized, the individual self, I am telling about the individual self. Once the true individual self is realized, then you are set for the superconscious. It is not that we are Brahman. Brahman is within us. As individuals, individual, as individual soul, or individual Swarupa, we carry the highest, the infinite Brahman within us. We are finite and we carry the infinite Brahman. That is the beauty and glory of the individual life. We carry that, that the highest, everyone, everyone, even the ant, the creature, the grass, it cannot move without his will. Nothing grows without his energy, without his conscious principle. He only enters and creates. It is called Srishti, the creation. It is not like a pot maker makes the pot sitting, putting a lump of clay on the wheel, rotating and making a pot. It is not like that. The Srishtikar, the creator enters the Srishti and he blossoms. That is the different, that the potter creates the pot sitting away, but the creator of this universe, creator of this body, is entering us, entering the creation and becoming the created creation. There is nothing, there is no God, there is no the divinity. Everything is godly. Everywhere you can see the divinity. This instrumentation, what we have to perceive the external world, is also offered by him. He is the highest scientist. He is the highest architect. In whatever discipline you imagine, so excellency comes from him. In science, in architecture, in engineering, in medical. It is the wisdom of the divinity. There is nothing he doesn't know. He gives a drop of spark of that knowledge to someone who can become, scientist, who can become excellent doctor. It is his knowledge. So there is a word in English, recognizing. Recognizing. It is already within. You identify that. You become aware of that part. That is the no, no, that can be offered by meditation. You can recognize your true self. Our true self is the Brihadatma. We are self, individual self, the true self. The self within that self is Brihadatma. You recognize that. From him, all the, excellence come forward. As a human being at his highest excellence can also has limitations, is not perfect, isn't it? As a human being, everyone has limitations. Maybe he is very excellent, but he has limitations. Only the divinity has no limitations. He is Ananta. He is beyond limit. Okay,
Thank you so much.
thank you.
So much, Adigaji. I would, from here, I would like to invite if anyone has any questions related to what Adigaji has just shared with us, or related to your understanding of meditation or practice of meditation, anything that you would like to ask. Please unmute yourself and then you can ask question.
Sir, I would like to know the difference between Atma Kripa and Daiva Kripa.
Atma Kripa is the Daiva Kripa only.
Kripa only, sir. Okay.
Yes. The real Atma is the Atma of our Atma. As the individual, you have individual identity because of the Atma present in you. Without that Atma, we cannot become aware of ourselves. We will be in deep sleep. The consciousness is godly part. The real Atma is godly. The real Kripa comes from God.
God, yes.
This effort, your endeavor, your discipline, you think this is Atma Kripa.
Okay.
But this is a necessity. You need to have that Atma Kripa.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sir,
Okay.
Atma can become a Paramatma. That is the Advaita. We can grace for doing sadhana also. We want a grace, no, sir? That Devi Kripa is required.
Atma is Paramatma only.
Yes.
An individual being cannot become Paramatma. Individual being is individual being. He has limitations. He is drawing the energy, consciousness from the Atma. And he is limited. Even though he is drawing the energy from the Atman, he cannot express himself fully. I mean, he has limitations.
Okay.
Every individual has limitations. He cannot become perfect in all the way. The perfect one is Atman, is the Brahman.
Brahman.
Okay, is it convincing?
Yes,
Does
sir.
it sense?
Correct.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Namaste.
Namaste.
Any questions?
I would like to ask a question.
Yes, please.
You mentioned that there needs to be intimacy between one and the Supreme Being.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Intimacy between?
the Kripa must be there in one.
Yeah, one should have intimacy with the divine being in order to have the Krupa.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah.
But doesn't the ultimate lie within oneself?
Doesn't?
But doesn't the ultimate lie within oneself?
Yeah. He dwells in oneself. The ultimate dwells in the self of the human being, individual self. Yes.
That was my question, as you mentioned that the being and the supreme being is different parts.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask, doesn't the ultimate lie within oneself, that they're not different?
They are different. The individual self is individual self. The universal self is universal self. But universal self can dwell in the individual self. You have uniqueness. No one can become alike. You are yourself. Your sister is herself. Your mother has uniqueness. There is no sameness. Each individual is unique. That is what I mean. Do you agree with this? Each individual is unique. Do you
Definitely.
agree with this? Yeah. The same divinity expressed in different way in different people according to their anadi karma, the sanskaras, uniqueness of the self, individual self. There is a uniqueness. There is no similarity anywhere. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
The energy, if you take the electric power, the same power makes one instrument to rotate, one to light, another in another way. The energy is same, but they are functioning in different way. But it is not a dumb energy, it is the energy of consciousness.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome.
I have a question.
Yeah.
The bhakti, how is the bhakti connected to the supreme? Like we see a lot of sometimes the divine power with the bhakti, the kind of
Hmm.
preaching done to the Lord, that is connected to the supreme. Like
Yes.
that is it, like it's all cleansed, like they are also in the similar nature, it is reaching the consciousness, like the supreme.
Yeah. Bhakti is the highest meditation. If you have bhakti, then it becomes easy to meet him. The real, the meditation should lead you to bhakti, devotion. So your mind, your emotion should flow towards the divine being like a Thaila Dhara, they say, like the oil pouring from one pot to another. There is no break. There is a continuous stream of oil poured. When it is with your mind and emotion, then it becomes bhakti. That is a wonderful approach to reach the boat. Bhakti is the highest. All gurus, all scriptures convincingly agree with this point. Bhakti is the highest.
Like it's
That's
also
true.
a kind of meditation, we say.
Yeah, yeah. In bhakti, you are in meditation.
Yes.
Bhakti is also a kind of ecstasy, and it is meditation. Definitely. When you reach certain point with your technicality in meditation, you search for some other thing, and if you if you don't find any way, you explore. You ask the divinity to show the pathway. All your emotion, all your is directed during that period, that moment. That is bhakti. Then the krupa descends. That is the highest form of meditation is bhakti.
Does it mean bhakti is a pure emotion? Like it has purified the heart?
Definitely, it is a pure emotion.
But what are
Emotion, it is a pure emotion,
the
nishkama. And
yeah.
in that emotion, you don't expect anything from him. You only expect love from the divinity. And give me that, give me this, let me have that, let me have this. Oh God, grant me this. That is not bhakti. Seeking the love of divinity, that is bhakti. The pure emotion, as you said, that's true.
Swami Veda talks about purifying emotions.
Ah.
So it's a conscious effort, or through meditation automatically does it happen?
Through meditation, through japa, the mind purifies, the mind and emotion gets purified because of the divine name has that purificatory, qualities. They purify the emotions, they purify the mind so that you can cultivate the pure devotion. The divine name, that mantra has that quality. When you repeat, when you remember, the transcends the normal awareness. That purifies the mind. Yes.
Okay, is there any other question? We can take one more question. Okay. So I think we can now move towards the final part of today's session,
Yeah,
which
definitely.
is guided meditation.
Okay.
Namita ji, one more person is trying to join. Is it? Are you able to see somebody?
Yeah, there were two people joining in, and I have just let them in now. And there's no one in the waiting room right now. So they should have joined.
As Karan has joined.
Yeah, I think he joined by K, so I guess it must be him. Okay, I think we can start. I request Adigaji to take us through a guided meditation.
Okay, shall we begin with the guided meditation?
Yes.
Okay. You all can sit with your back straight. You can sit on the chair if you wish. So meditation is a conscious process of reducing the chattering of the mind, to subside the restlessness, agitation. You need to sit quietly with your head, neck, tongue in a straight line. Mentally pay homage to the divinity, the gurus of the lineage. Observe the stillness of your body, physical stillness. Resolve in your mind to maintain this stillness for a few minutes. Withdraw your mind from all other places. Think only of the place where you are sitting. Withdraw your mind from all other spaces. Think only of the space that your body is occupying from head to toes, toes to head. In your awareness, be in this moment in time. Your body as a temple. You will take a circumambulation to this temple, that is your body. Feel the crown. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyebrow center. Relax your eyelids. Feel your breath in the nostril. Relax your jaws. Relax your cheeks, chin. Relax the corners of your mouth. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders, shoulder joints. Relax your arms, upper arms, lower arms. Relax your hands. Relax your fingers, fingertips. Relax your fingers, relax your hands, relax your wrist joints, relax your elbow joints, relax your shoulder joints, shoulders, throat center. Relax your chest and chest center. Relax your stomach and navel. Feel the gentle movement of your stomach and navel as you breathe. As you inhale, observe how gently your stomach area, navel area relax and expand. How gently it contracts as you exhale. Relax your lower abdomen, thigh joints, thighs, knee joints. Relax your legs. Relax your ankles, feet and toes. Breathe as though your whole body is breathing. Inhale to the crown, exhale to your toes. Relax your toes, feet, ankle joints. Relax your knee joints, hip joints. Your spine is erect. Relax your stomach and navel. Relax your chest. Relax your shoulders, throat area. Relax your face. Relax the crown of your head. Now, as you now think of your breath in the navel and think of your breath in the nostril. Now remember your mantra as you exhale. Start remembering your mantra. Those who do not have a personal mantra, they can concentrate, they can mentally say so, inhaling hum while exhaling in their breath. They can do so hum. Maintaining the feel of the touch and flow of breath in the nostrils. Continue with your mantra. Let your mantra come to your mind in whatever way it comes, easy, natural, and comfortable. Exhaling and inhaling. Let your mantra come however many times in your breath. If it is synchronizing with your breath, let it be. Or simply let the mind remember the mantra in whatever way it comes, easy, natural, and comfortable. Feeling the diaphragmatic breathing. Now feel your breath only in the nostril. Ignore the diaphragmatic breathing. Ignore the navel movement. Your focus is only in the nostril breathing. Feel the touch and flow along with the remembrance of the mantra in the mind. No break in your breath, no pause in the breath. Your breath should not be noisy. If your mind wanders, straighten your spine, relax your shoulders, relax your forehead. Come back to your breath in the nostrils. Feel the touch and flow in the nostril. Continue with your mantra. Now, at this point, you may even ignore your breath awareness. Only remember your mantra in the mind. Let your mantra come in your mind in whatever way it comes. You need not to worry about your breathing. Your mantra has become the controller, regulator of your breath. It takes over, it takes care. So your focus should be only on your mental remembrance of your divine name mantra. Over and over and over again, the mantra is going on. You can even observe your mind repeating the mantra. Observe the mantra rising naturally in whatever way it arises, naturally and comfortably, and you are observing. Let you observe the mantram arising in the mind, become an observer. Now, at this point, you see all the effort in remembering the mantra. Only let there be a quietness, stillness, silence in the mind. When the mind becomes really quiet, you may have the glimpse of your essential nature, that is ever free, ever wise, and ever pure. From this restful silence, again let your mantra rise, flashing, pulsating. Only in the mind, not in the tongue, not in the throat. Maintaining the mantram in your mind. Become observant of your breath flow now. Feel the touch and flow of breath in the nostril. Also observe the presence of mantra. Without losing the touch of your mantram, your breath, gently cup your palms around your eyes. Gently open your eyes to your palm. Without losing the inwardness of the mind, gently bring your hands down and surrender yourself, your practice to the divinity through the Guru lineage. Brahma Arpanamastu. Om. Tat Sat. Diva.
Thank you so much, Adiga ji.
Thank you, Anamita ji, for the opportunity of being a part of this program. Thank you all participating in this meditation session. Thank you very much.
Experience. Beautiful session. Grateful.
Thank you.
They said that the proof of the pudding is in the eating. So this meditation was really that pudding. Everything that you spoke was translated as this pudding in the meditations.
What is
Right.
that? Pardon?
Everything that you spoke was translated as the proof in the meditation.
Okay. Thank
That-
you.
I hope all of you found this session somewhat beneficial for your sadhana, for your meditation practice. For some of you who are new to meditation, since we have some first timers as well here. Earlier this morning, I had conducted a short session on meditation for beginners, especially as is taught in the Himalayan tradition. Most of you are already familiar with it and are probably practicing it for quite some time. We will be offering a weekend session on the same thing via Zoom, meditation for beginners. It will be a 2-day course. That will be about 3 hours every day in the morning from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock in the morning, Saturday and Sunday. Can do it this coming weekend, most likely, or the first weekend of January, that is 4th and 5th January. One of the two, depending on what is convenient for most people. And most likely this coming weekend would be better. So for those of you who may be interested, please drop a message to me on WhatsApp If you don't have my WhatsApp number, it is 96066 And I wish this day begins another deepening of your meditation practice, and I'm wishing you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Adiga ji. Namaste.
Thank you for
Thank you.
joining. Good to see you.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Martha, for joining.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So shall we end the meeting here?
Thank you, Namita ji.